Hi Aquarius, my name is Jason. Thanks for visiting my channel. Especially thanks if you are revisiting my channel. This is your mid-November general reading 2018. I've already given the cards a whopping good shuffle. Just cut them. Now let's see how you're going for the second half of November. You go into this period with the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles is showing me that you are in a position of being able to balance and hand out your resources according to who you think is the most deserving. So you might be in a position where you might be slightly conflicted about where to put your resources. Now, this could be your financial resources, it could be your time, or it could be some kind of effort that you need to put into some different projects, for example. It's looking here like you may not be enjoying this conflict, if you like, this responsibility. We'll talk a bit more about that later. Okay, your challenge for the second half of November is represented by the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is the universe offering you a start, a promise of a stable start, perhaps something to do with material things. Okay, so there's an opportunity there, and your challenge is to see it and take advantage of it. We'll try and talk about that a little more as well. I'm not sure you'll be able to see this opportunity, or you'll need to look carefully for it. It might not be something that comes straight directly in your face. It might be something that if certain things happen, you'll be able to take advantage of something. That's what I'm thinking. We'll clarify that later. Your fears for the month of, or the second half of November, you have the World card here. So you have this sense of this new awareness of yourself here, and you don't want to lose that. So you've just achieved something, or some kind of acclaim, or some kind of an award, and you're a little bit worried now that you won't be able to back that up with future action somehow. But rest assured that you are protected here. Look at the wreath around this dancer. That is the universe's protection against these outside influences. Okay, so don't worry about peer pressure, anything like that. If you stick to what you believe in, you'll be able to achieve really highly. Okay, so there'll be some good luck there. It looks like you might be fearing that you won't be able to make the grade after achieving some kind of acclaim that you've got, Aquarius. So let's have a look and see what is the best position, best attitude for you to take. And someone else got the Ten of Wands as well for their best attitude. So this is telling me at the moment that keep your responsibilities going, Aquarius. So there might be a bit of a chore that you find a little cumbersome, but it's going to lead to an opportunity, perhaps that Ace of Pentacles opportunity that we talked about. So you just keep chipping away. Try not to drop this burden just yet. I think it's well within your capabilities, and I'm not talking about an emotional burden. Of course, you need to get rid of anything like that and release that. This is a burden in the 3D world, okay? So it's a responsibility you have you'd rather not have, but this is saying just hang on to it just a little bit longer, because it could lead to something. People will see something in you which will be valuable to you and to them. Now, your outcome towards the end of November, you have here the Four of Cups. Okay, so the Four of Cups to me symbolizes again, it's an opportunity, but you need to take the opportunity. And because you've got this Ace of Pentacles here, perhaps you're not seeing it. And so by the end of the month, this opportunity, it's looking like it might not hang around too long. So keep your eyes open for it, is what I'm seeing there. Look, we'll clarify that a little. Okay, so it's looking like you've started the second half of November in a position of some kind of that might not sit well with you, where you're in charge of doling out or dishing out the rewards or the awards or the pay, or you might have to decide, for example, if it's the end of a sports season, you might be deciding on who gets the awards, and there might be 2 or 3 people who are fairly equal contenders, and it might be perhaps even a subjective decision. Hopefully you'll have a committee there or something to help you out with the decisions. But if not, that's the feeling I'm getting here, where you've got to try and work out the best way to balance this situation, okay, or to the best way to hand out the awards, whether it's money or a prize or a trophy, something like that, if that's resonating with you, something like that. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles here. Well, let's have a look. First of all, we'll try and clarify this Six of Pentacles a little more closely, see if this is really a message for you or not. Okay, that you have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is my favourite queen. She's quite stable, she has high status, she's well respected, she's organised, she's got it all together. Okay, so if this is you, if this is your energy, then you have no problem at all in eventually sorting through this responsibility you have. If it's somebody else, it might be someone who can help you decide on these resources and how to use them up properly. So this is your ally. So think of a woman who, it's usually a woman, someone who's very organised, intuitive, stable, calm, I always think of a classy woman when I think of the Queen of Pentacles. So if there's one of those in your midst, perhaps you could ask them for advice, okay, on how to go forward. I'm thinking this Queen of Pentacles might actually be in a better position than you, or as good a position. She might be experienced in this dilemma that you have. Okay, so you've probably got this person in mind now, this woman who might be able to help you make this decision about what to do to keep a balanced situation. But at the end of the day, even though it's got to be balanced, there has to be like a winner. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling there has to be some kind of a winner in this situation that you've been put in charge of somehow. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, this challenge that you have, so we said you've got to try and identify the opportunities that are there for you. Try not to let them slip by. Okay, so this is something which is handed to you from the universe almost. It indicates stability, perhaps financial stability, or it's a financial way or a path. So I'm saying that there's a path you can take which will lead to some stability here. Let's have a look and see what it says. The card doesn't seem to be coming out. Here we go. All right, the Hanged Man. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Hanged Man. So your challenge is to sit back and wait. Okay, so sit back and wait, and you see this character here hanging upside down. He looks quite comfortable, so don't wait as with biting your nails. Just relax and something will come to you. Maybe if you reflect, maybe some meditation there, and all of a sudden you'll have a light bulb moment, just like this character here, just like the Hanged Man. Okay, so if you know there's something there but you can't quite see what it is, there'll be some kind of epiphany happen for you. You'll have a sudden spark and think, oh, now I get it. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. What is this opportunity about? So let's see if we can clarify that a little bit further about what this idea, what this Ace of Pentacles might be pertaining to. Okay, we've got this Hanged Man here. Yes, okay, so you're going to just relax and you're going to have this flash of inspiration, this epiphany. What's it about? Okay, Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands to me represents a fire sign. Okay, usually an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. They're going to come in with some kind of a message, or it could be perhaps a lover or some charismatic individual, and they're going to come in with either a great idea, and they might not hang around long, so they might have a great idea, or if this is you will have this burst of inspiration. Okay, now thing with the Knight of Wands is they don't normally hang around very long. So see that wand there? Quite often he comes along, starts some kind of a fire with it, gets something going and moves along. They might come in and start, for example, an argument, or could be like a one-night stand kind of energy. Okay, so they'll be coming in, and if that's what you're looking for, this kind of energy, well, there could be someone around with that energy. But if it's yours, think of it as a burst of energy. Okay, but it's about starting something. So this Ace of Pentacles here might be something where you'll need to actually start something, get something moving. And we'll see again, see if we can narrow that down. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Why is the Knight of Wands here? What's it got to do with the Ace of Pentacles? Hanged Man. Okay, there's a bit of work to do. Okay, so this is the Eight of Pentacles. There's a bit of work to be done with the Eight of Pentacles, but Pentacles energy usually has a long-term outcome, a long-term stable outcome. And so if you keep chipping away at something, keep working away at something, eventually the rewards are there. So it looks like a long-term project. Okay, a long-term project coming along, and it's going to require work. Okay, so it's an opportunity coming along which is going to require work, but it will definitely pay off. Okay, let's have a look now. The fears. Why would you be fearing this new realization you seem to have about yourself with the World card? So you've got the World card here, fairly protected. Okay, why is this in your fears position? So what would you feel you need protection from, Aquarius? Let's have a look here. What does Aquarius feel they need protection for something? Something to do with this Six of Pentacles, the opening of the second half of the month, or is it something to do with this Ace of Pentacles, this new opportunity which might require some work? And all right, so you're a bit worried that if you take this opportunity, you might be bound up in you might be obligated to someone. Okay, so I'm feeling there that if you take this opportunity, or if you give this award or this prize or this contract to one side, then you might be feeling somehow obligated to them. And so that's a tricky one there. But remember, this is self-imposed. Okay, so if you try and take the emotion out of it, think of the swords as just being a very objective energy. You can cut your way out of those, or those binds there in the blindfold, they're not on very tight. Just move over to one of those swords, cut those binds off and get out of that situation there. It's just a fear, okay? And it's not a really well-founded fear. Everyone wants to do the right thing, and in this situation, it looks like there might be two friends, people you might be a little close to make this decision that you need to make, or to take advantage of this opportunity here. You might have to let one person. You're a bit worried that you're going to be seen to be favouring one person over another. So a pretty uncomfortable position, but you're protected there. I think people will know, people will understand that you have a decision to make. It might be a line ball call. So, those very sort of 50-50 decisions, and how do you decide? That's what it's feeling like, okay? Let's have a look at this Ten of Wands here. The Ten of Wands, remember, we're talking about this responsibility that you feel you have. It's a burden. It's feeling like a 3D burden. So it's not really a burden you have, an emotional burden. It's actually like a job that you perhaps you've volunteered for, and maybe you wish you hadn't volunteered for it. But now that you've got it, you want to just stick with it. The best attitude is to stick with it until it's recognised somehow. It won't be long, the end of November, perhaps a little later, December, someone's going to recognise that you have taken this burden, and you're going to be awarded, perhaps you will be the one being awarded this prize here, and you might be feeling a little undeserving, or you might be feeling a bit embarrassed that you've done all this work in this club environment, perhaps, or in this group environment, and you end up being the one who gets the prize, maybe. this reward or award without you knowing about it. It's something like that. Anyway, let's have a look. So the best attitude, keep going with this Ten of Wands here, this responsibility you've got, and we'll find out what it really says. Okay, let's clarify by the Magician. All right, yes, okay, so your best attitude is to stick with this Ten of Wands responsibility that you have, because you are the Magician. You are the one with all the tools to make things happen, okay? And if you believe that, then this work that you do, it will really pay off. See, the Magician never just sits still and waits for things to happen. The Magician is actually, they put all this stuff, they use all their resources. So you'll see there, he's got one arm up to the heavens and he pulls those resources down. He pulls that energy down to the ground. He says, hey, you from the heavens, come here. And he directs it down there. But he just doesn't give the order. He's got to use all those tools. He's got to use the cup and the sword and the wand and the pentacle there. He uses a range of resources to get what they want. So the Magician, they're not really magic so much. They work hard and they make their own magic. Reminded of that saying, good players make their own luck. Heard of that before? This is the Magician energy. So yeah, they're like a high achieving kind of a person. They see the bright side. The glass is half full, or the glass is full actually for them, and they use what they have, and they understand that the hard work pays off. And so if that's you in this position, then you're being asked to take on this attitude. Take on the attitude that yes, you can do this. You know how to do it. You've done it before. You've got this responsibility and you own it. Okay, so I'm hearing own it. So own this responsibility, whatever it is, and it's going to pay off like big time. Really good. We're back to this, but having said that, it'll pay off probably with more work. Hey, who's afraid of a bit of work, really? Okay, so your outcome. The end of November, probably early December, I'm feeling this opportunity here that you might be missing. Okay, don't say no to it. Don't say no. Someone might offer you something. Please don't say no to this. At least look at it first. Okay, so you'll see this character here. The universe is offering this opportunity here. Perhaps he's a little busy. Try not to see yourself as too busy to take on new things or new ideas or new ways of doing things. Okay, what might this be about? What's this opportunity about for Aquarius for the end of November? Why is the Four of Cups there for the outcome? What does the Four of Cups say? Why is that there? All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a long-term prospect. They're stable, sure-footed. So we had the Knight of Wands back there in the challenge, which might just be a fleeting kind of an energy. The Knight of Pentacles is a solid, sturdy kind of energy. If you're going to count on any of the knights, count on this person to stick it through to the end. They'll do things properly, and they see the long-term benefits of doing things methodically. Okay, so if that's your energy, that's good, but you might be volunteering yourself for some long-term kind of project. But it's looking like you'll have that sense of control, that sense of responsibility, which is not a bad thing, really. I mean, responsibilities are good for us to a certain point, as long as you feel as though they're on your path and they belong on your path. And so this opportunity you have here, it's got something to do with, yes, look, it might be more work, and so it's adding up to more work, Aquarius. So look, you've got this eight of Pentacles here. That's more work opportunity. You've got the Magician. They do a lot of work. Nothing just sits in their lap. They make it happen. Good players make their own luck. The Knight of Pentacles, they make their own luck too, but it's a long-term, steady, sure-footed kind of energy, that one. And that's all saying take advantage of that. Look for that opportunity that this energy is offering you. Okay, Aquarius, I hope that's resonated with you somehow. Please like and comment and subscribe, and hopefully I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.